Professor Pandemic back again, friends, to teach you another math lesson. Today's objective is once again multiplying one-digit numbers using the standard algorithm and the area model. So make sure you have some whiteboard and markers with you. Make sure you have a pencil and scrap paper if whiteboards aren't available. Sit back, get cozy, and let's get mathematician-y. As you can see, our first problem here is 364 multiplied by 2. So, first thing I'm going to do is an area model. And if you have previously watched one of my recordings, we've done this once, but we're going to do it one more time just to make sure we're all there. You put the 2 over here on the left side, and then you break this up by partial products. So 4 ones, I'm going to put a 4 here. 6 tens makes this a 60, and 3 hundreds. So that way 300 plus 60 plus 4 should equal 364. 2 times 3 is 6 with 2 zeros, 600. 2 times 6 is 12 with 1 0. And 2 times 4 is 8. So there you've broken up the partial products. You then go to add it together. And you get 728. When you go to multiply with the standard algorithm, you have 364 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. We box our answers, and both of our products match. And we have a happy stick figure person there to show us off. So, we are going to do a couple of these interactive practice ones before we go on to 4-digit. So, have those whiteboards ready, and when I come back, we'll have our first problem to do. Well, friends, we're back for our second problem. This time we have 376 times 3. So just like before, start with the area model and take 1 minute and see if you can solve that problem correctly. All right, let's see how we did. Again, we put the 3 right here on the left side of our model. We have 6 ones, so 6 goes here. We have 7 tens. So 70 is what we're going to put over the middle box. And then we have a 3 for 300s. And if we add those numbers together, it'll equal 376. 3 times 300 is 900. 3 times 70 should have been 210. And 3 times 6 should have been 18. We take our partial products and we add them together. And we get an answer of 1,128. Now, go complete the standard algorithm and see if your answer matches the area model's answer. Did you do it? I hope so. Let's check it out. 3 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 1 is 22. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. And we have our matching answers. So, if you loved 3 by 1, you're going to love 4 by 1. Come back to see one extra step. We've upped the difficulty level by 1 notch here. Now we're up to 4,235 times 2. So because we have 4 numbers, or 4 digits, we have 4 boxes. So let's see if you can figure this out before I do. Take some time, talk about it with your teacher, and see what you come up with. And we're back. Did you come up with the right answer? I know Big Bear did, because he is a math champion. So let's see. 2 goes down here just like before. 5 ones doesn't change, that's still 5 ones. 3 tens doesn't change, that's still 30. 200s doesn't change, that's still 200. But now we have 4 thousands, and hopefully you knew to make it 4,000. They all still equal 4,235, and now we multiply. 2 times 4,000 is 8,000. 200 times 2 is 400. 30 times 2 is 60. And 2 times 5 is 10. So now instead of adding up 3 partial products, we have to add up 4. So there's our 8,000, there's our 400, there's our 60, and there's our 10. And there's our mood lighting that always goes off. 6 plus 1 is 7. We bring down the 4. Our answer should be 8,470. Let's see if your standard algorithm matches what we got for the area model. Did you get it in the time I ran to go turn the lights back on? Well, let's find out. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. And we've done it. We've made it to 4 by 1. Speaking of 1, we have one more problem left to do today. We'll be back after Big Bear takes a walk. Our last problem for today's lesson is another 4 by 1 digit problem. 1,768 multiplied by 3. Take a minute, use your whiteboard, use that magical brain power you've accumulated through this lesson, and let's see what we come up with. All right, so let's try it out. We have a 3 that goes over here on the left side. And again, we have 8 ones, so that's just an 8. 6 tens, so there's a 60 there. 7 hundreds, so that's going to go there. And 1,000 on our last box, equal 1,768. 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. 3 times 700 is 2,100. 3 times 60 is 180. And 3 times 8 is 24. You add up the partial products. And notice the numbers have gotten a little bit bigger because we are at a 4-digit problem. But should be okay because we are the smartest mathematicians in the room. And my answer for the area model was 5,304. By now you know the drill. Go work on the standard algorithm. I thought I saw an eagle trying to come in. Don't listen to them. I feed them all the time. They just want to eat human food, and I tell them they can only eat bird food or bear food, but what do I know? I'm just a mathematician. Speaking of math, did you get this right? Let's see. 8 times 3 is 24. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 2 is 20. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And we have made it, friends, to the end of our math lesson. So, hopefully you enjoyed this and you learned something about multiplying 1-digit numbers by the standard algorithm and the area model. If you're feeling pretty good, listen to your teacher before they give some final directions for the day. If you need some extra help, please let your teacher know so you can stay in after the chat and get a little more information on how they can help you. As for me, I am Professor Pandemic, speaking for Mr. Lures and all the 5th grade teachers, saying enjoy your day. And remember, the more you learn, the more you know. Have a great day.